What are you doing, Kenny?
Though the Toronto mayoral campaign is still in its early stages, George Smitherman is already in fine form.
It'll be interesting to see at noontime if the crowds are...
Leading, planning, directing. Smitherman is a son of Toronto, and this is one son who's done good.
I was born in the city of York and raised in Etobicoke, as you know, and I've had the opportunity to experience extraordinary growth in my own personal circumstances living now in downtown Toronto. This city has offered me a place that I always felt comfortable, that I always felt welcome, and where I was given the opportunity to flourish. People love the city. You know, no matter what corner of it you go to, what neighborhood or community, people really have a strong affection for their city, but a bit of frustration and some folks a bit disillusioned about the idea that Toronto's great, but not really managing to meet its full potential.
George Smitherman says he loves Toronto, but it's time the city started living up to its potential. And with the Pan Am Games in the near future, soon the world will be coming to visit. And he says we've got to get our house in order before we welcome guests.
In 2015, we're going to host the Pan Am Games. This is much bigger than the Winter Olympics. Thousands more athletes, thousands more people who support athletes, many, many more events, many more venues in play. We've got a lot of work to do to realize our full potential in that regard.
Smitherman expects a long, arduous campaign, but he's in it to win it. He says this city gave him a lot of opportunities, and he wants to safeguard Toronto to make sure those opportunities are still available to other sons and daughters.
My father was born and raised in Toronto. He had a grade 6 education, and he made a success of things through hard work and passed on to me opportunities, which I in turn wish to be able to pass on now to my son and to more of the people in the city of Toronto. So my motivation for running is a motivation of love for the city in return for all that it's offered me and my family.